What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Second City Sports Talk. I'm Keaton here with Papa Bear. The Bears are coming off of one of the roughest games in the last few years. I mean, we got absolutely hammered by the Browns.
It was embarrassing.
It was very embarrassing. And I mean, right off the bat, it's week 4, and this is a must-win game. And I know we're playing against the Lions, but I mean, this is do or die, especially if you're Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
I mean, you are under fire right now.
Yeah.
Everybody, you were on national TV and you just, I mean, your game plan was so obviously horrendous last week.
Yeah.
That he needs a redemption game.
Yeah, we're 1-2. The Lions are 0-3. You got to win this game. I mean, if you're Nagy, if you're the Bears, as Bears fans, this is one of those games. And we projected to win this game. We projected we're going to be 2-2.
I didn't
at
project
the end of this week, I think.
Last week, though.
Well, you knew we were going to lose, but you didn't project the horrible game that we had. So, like you're saying, this is a must-win game. I
mean, history is on Matt Nagy's side. He's 5-1 against the Lions. Yeah. It seems like whenever we play the Lions, it's like the one game of the season where the offense is really good. Yeah. Because the Lions haven't had a good defense for like the past 5 years.
Yeah,
really.
They're not good right now.
They're not good right now. Although I'll tell you, I feel like the Lions, they're a bit underrated.
I think so.
They lost. And it feels bad. I feel, as a Bears fan, I feel bad for the Lions.
Last week.
66-yard field goal, game winner from Justin Tucker.
That has never happened. What just happened last week has never, ever happened.
I know. It's insane. And the Lions are cursed. And anyone who says differently is wrong.
Yeah, they're always cursed. They had a couple of interesting games. Their first game against the 49ers, they played pretty well. And then the Packers, they played pretty well the first half. So they've been giving teams a little bit of struggle, and that scares me a little bit. The Bears. Yeah.
Yes, but on paper, they're a weak team.
Of course.
Like, they don't have, you look at their roster, and they don't really have any notable players. They got Jared Goff.
Right.
Who is like a less mobile, less talented Matthew Stafford. They got DeAndre Swift, who I think, he's a stud.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have an offensive line. Yeah. They have TJ Hawkinson, who's probably going to be one of the best tight ends in the league in a few years once Kelsey retires. So, but that's really it. And they don't really have anyone on defense. They have a bunch of players injured on defense, though. So they're kind of thin on defense. Yeah. But really, not a threatening team.
They're not super talented. You don't look at them and go, "Oh, we're scared." But that's what scares me a little bit. Is they're kind of sneaky.
It's a trap game.
It's a trap game, yeah. And I mean, I always feel confident playing the Lions. I always feel like we're going to win this game. And our overall record, I think we're like 102-75 in our rivalry. So it's not too bad. But this is one of those games we like we said at the beginning, you have to win this one, not just for Nagy. It's a turning point, kind of game.
Yeah, and in our preseason prediction video, I said that I think the Raiders game coming up after this is going to be the turning point. And I thought we were going to be 1-2 coming into this game, but I did not expect what happened last week. And I know we're still talking about last week. It was just so embarrassing. Yeah. I think it's going to be hard to move on from that.
I agree.
But I think this is actually the turning point. We have to win this game. Yeah. We should win. And I think one of the major advantages, the Lions don't really have a great offensive line. I know they drafted a guy, but our D-line should dominate this game. And they dominated the Browns O-line.
They did pretty well. They did pretty well against that. We don't know who's starting yet.
Yes, and as of this recording, it still hasn't been announced.
We don't know who's starting at the QB. So
I think it's not going to matter all too much against the Lions. Their defense, we're not playing the Browns again. We don't have to face Myles Garrett.
Right.
So I feel like we can win regardless of who's playing.
Yeah.
I do think, just based on last week, Justin Fields got hit around so much. I think it would be better for Andy Dalton to start. But
maybe put him in a few plays every once in a while like they had before. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that, it's going to be a factor, but I don't think it's going to determine the outcome of this game.
Yeah. What do you think are the keys to the game in this week? Yeah. What do you think? What's the most important thing for us to do this week?
So I have 3 offensive keys. Because the offense was non-existent last week. I think as long as the offense plays decent, we're going to win this game.
Yeah, I agree.
My first one, you got to run the ball with Montgomery. They kind of ignored him last week. They did run with him a little bit in the first half. He didn't really get much. But I think we need to get at least 20 rushes. You know, the Lions D-line, not very good. So we should be able to run right through them. And I think that's going to be a huge factor, especially with especially if Justin Fields is out there. You know, we're going to have to run the rock.
Yeah, if the defense, Detroit is as bad as they seem to be, Montgomery should just be plowing through them. Not even like the typical smash mouth. He's just going to juke him in and out, make him miss tackles, and he's going to get 15 yards. I mean, and a lot of gains. This is a perfect game, I think, to get Montgomery back into it.
Yeah, down week last week. It's time to start running like you did in that Rams game.
Sure.
And my second one, I think, you know, regardless of which QB starts, I think, you know, to win this game, they're going to have to be efficient, not proficient.
Right.
We don't need, you know, superstar video game like plays to win this game.
Right.
You know, we just need them to. We need Justin Fields or Andy Dalton to just be making the right reads.
Yep.
And, you know, simplifying the game. I mean, I think that's what we need. I think we just need, you know, short, solid passes. We don't need any. You know, I love to see the deep bombs, but I don't think that's going to be.
I think they should take a couple of deep bombs, especially if we're in the lead, but we don't want turnovers. That happened to us last year against the Lions. You know, we had to come back. It was, you know, you don't want to be scary at the end. We want to have a nice lead at the end so we can try some of this other stuff.
You don't want to dig yourself into a hole with interceptions
out like the
or
Ravens
silly
did.
mistakes.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you don't, you know, that's the one way you're going to lose a game that you're expected to win.
Yeah, make the Lions play catch up at this point. Yeah.
And my third one, block. You got to block. I mean, that's as simple as that.
The O-line needs to remember how to block.
The O-line, one of the worst performances.
The worst.
I mean,
I don't know.
There should have been probably at least 10 more sacks.
Yeah.
It felt like.
With Justin Fields able to get away from it a little bit.
So you just got to block. I mean, I know you got a bunch of old guys on the line and we got a bunch of, you know, not particularly fantastic players, but I mean, I don't know what it's going to take. Maybe Nagy just needs to start double teaming guys. Just put the tight end on constant
maybe
block.
Nagy just needs to stop calling the plays and let somebody else call them, and he just concentrates on other things at this point. That's my key to the game. Hand the keys over to somebody else, Nagy. There you go. That's my key to the game. That's that simple.
Somebody else needs to drive this car. Nagy's not a good one. He's not a good driver.
Yeah. We got any injuries this week? Anything really major in terms of injuries?
My final key. Just watch out for your kneecaps.
Yeah.
We're going to get our kneecaps bitten out. That's the kind of...
Who was it that said that?
Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Lions. All right, let's talk about the injuries. Not anything, you know...
Not major. There's
nothing
not a giant missing hole right now, right? So you got some limited guys. You got some player, you know.
And this is as of Wednesday. Mack didn't play. Mooney was limited. Goldman was limited, and Dalton was also limited. So I mean, take of that what you will.
Yeah.
It is Wednesday. A lot of times guys don't play the entire week and then they play on Sunday.
Right.
So we don't know. I mean, I hope Khalil Mack is in there.
Yeah.
But nothing that, it's not like we have a long list of injuries.
Yeah, of key
We're
guys,
relatively healthy, especially compared to like past years.
And we need to be healthy because we need all the best players we can. It's this revolving door on the offensive line that we got to stop that. That's got to stop for sure. But well, I think we have a winnable game this week. I'm feeling positive, but like just scared. It's like one of those like positives where you're like, oh man, we better win it, rather than we know we're going to win it kind of positive. So, you know, my vote, I think my prediction is we're going to win this. I'm going for my prediction. I'm thinking 26 to like 16, something like that. I think we're going to hold them to under 20 points.
Okay, I'm going to stick with you on the 16 for the Lions. Yeah. I'm just going to go, I think it's going to be 16. I think it's going to be close, actually. I think it's going to be 16 to 20.
20 to 16. Well,
the Bears haven't scored more than 20 points yet this season. I think we're not going to get there.
Again, key to the game, turn it over to somebody else, then we will score more than 20 points. There you go.
Yeah, turnovers on the defense, always appreciated. That's how
get some pick sixes. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's how we won that Bengals game.
For sure. So, all right, well, That's it for this week. You guys let us know what you think about this game. Do you think we got this in the bag? No problem at all. Tell us what you think is going to happen. If we lose this game, what does that mean for the Bears? So, so make sure you comment and let us know what you think.
I'm looking for A-Rob. He's had a really slow start to the season. I think he's got to come out and he's got to, be our red zone threat that we know he is.
Key number 5 to the game. Get
key number 5. All right, that's it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.